Hello, and thanks for taking the time today to watch this important message and update on our progress with the Financial Conduct Authority regulations. To begin with, I think it is worth reiterating the scope of the Financial Conduct Authority, who are established by Parliament to regulate providers of financial advice and services in the UK. They have very broad powers, and they are authorised to fine, suspend, prohibit, order injunctions, bring individual and business criminal prosecutions, or take other action to prevent market abuse. They can make a public announcement when they begin a disciplinary action against a firm or individual, and can continue to publish details of warning notices. To give you an example, one UK company, HomeServe, was fined over £30 million and ordered to reimburse a further £26 million to customers. This was for breaching the following three of the FCA principles of doing business. Firstly, Principle 3, failing to take reasonable care to organise and control its affairs responsibly and effectively with adequate risk management systems. Secondly, Principle 6, by failing to pay due regard to the interests of its customers and treat them fairly with regards to complaints handling. And thirdly, Principle 7, by failing to pay due regard to the information needs of its customers and communicate information to them in a way which is clear, fair, and not misleading when conducting telephone sales. As Virtue Motors must comply with these same FCA principles, I'm sure you will agree with me that this demonstrates why we must all take our responsibilities seriously and ensure that full compliance is adhered to. The scanning system that has been rolled out across the group is now fully integrated into the sales process and is now part of the active training for all new colleagues to the group. So why have we decided to invest in scanners? Basically, the scanners provide the group with a robust process that prevents customers from being offered gap or smart insurance inappropriately. Also, this enables us to demonstrate to the Financial Conduct Authority that we are organising our affairs responsibly and effectively. I must stress that ticking the boxes or signing any of the documents on behalf of a customer amounts to the falsification of documents and will be dealt with firmly. To follow our procedures, the customer must be taken through the following three documents. First, the status disclosure document is introduced and given to the customer at the profile stage, which they must read and sign before being scanned back into showroom. Second, the Statement of Demands and Needs questionnaire, which cannot be left with the customer to complete, as you must ask them the questions and tick their answers accordingly. This must now also be signed by the customer and then scanned back into showroom before the system will allow an offer to be printed, along with a second Statement of Demands and Needs showing our recommendations, which the customer must sign, and this is then scanned back into showroom again. Finally, the Duty of Care document must be signed by the customer along with the order form if they purchase a vehicle, and once again scanned into showroom. In closing, I want to run through the consequences if colleagues fail to follow the group's procedures. Regular audits of this process are being conducted, and we have already had one dealership fail, resulting in them being unable to offer gap during the month of September, reducing their profit opportunities in one of the biggest months of the year. A weekly FCA test analysis email is sent to all general and branch managers that shows all colleagues registered to sell FCA products, colleagues who have their FCA tests due in the next 30 days, and those colleagues that have gone overdue. This is to help you to ensure that you keep up to date with your training and that you have the necessary tools to do your job. It is also to help the company to ensure that only accredited colleagues are selling regulated products. Where a sales colleague goes 30 days overdue, they will be suspended from working in the dealership until such time as they have completed the test. Where a business, sales, branch or general manager goes 30 days overdue, the ability to sell GAP will be suspended for the dealership. Both of these measures are extreme penalties for a failure to comply with this accreditation, but there are plenty of warnings in place, as already explained, and I hope that you do not put yourself or your colleagues in this position. Shortly, your general manager will ask you to sign a form to confirm you fully understand the group process for ensuring Financial Conduct Authority compliance when communicating, selling, or administering regulated products. If you don't understand the process or content of this presentation, your general manager will clarify further for you before asking you to sign. We believe that this process will enhance the customer buying experience and create further confidence in the integrity of both you and the company. Thank you for your time today.